the visualization of a funnel, being able to see where people drop off, how far they make it in your sales process. Very important. I got a lot of questions about this. And in fact, we are building this in to the Zipify Pages app. Eventually, you'll be able to track percentages of people who move from one page to the next. Like, for example, you can see this is our pre-sale engagement page. This template's coming into Zipify Pages as well. And we're trying to track how many people click through from the pre-sale engagement page and make it over to the store page, right? Or make it to the next page in our sales process. And we do that by using Google Analytics goals. So for example, if I come up here to the 5 makeup tips pre-sale page goal, we're looking at the last 5 days here. I can see 76,000 people made it to this pre-sale engagement page, right? Of those 76,000 people, 11% clicked on through at some point, which is a very good click-through rate for a pre-sale page, by the way, click through to the store page, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of questions like, how do you track, for example, how do you track how many people who go from the home page of your mini site, which, by the way, we got some videos coming about mini sites. We're going to be building a lot of mini sites in Zipify Pages. This mini site worked really well for us. It's kind of like a long-form sales page, but broken up into a bunch of different little pages. But how many people click through from the home page of the mini site over to the product offer page, which is now sold out, right? How are we tracking, if you come up here to this goal, we go to the mini site, how many people make it from the mini site all the way through to the mini site product page, et cetera, et cetera. And imagine these pages are built inside of Zipify Pages, which many of them are. Well, there's a couple things, right? There's simple tracking, which is tracking one page to the next. For example, how many people make it from our home page to our store page. So we can see about 50% of the people land on the home page end up making it to the store. That's pretty good. We're actually running a split test on our home page right now, trying to get that higher. And what we've done, and you can build home pages in Zipify Pages, is we've added buttons. You see this button here, and you see this button here. That's a split test that's running right now to see if we can get more people land on our home page, built in Zipify Pages, over to our store page, and we're trying to up that, and we're tracking how many people make it from one to the next. Now, the beautiful thing is if you're using Shopify, which you are if you've got Zipify Pages, under Online Store and Preferences here, Online Store and Preferences, you can see that we have our Facebook pixel connected and our Google Analytics pixel connected to our Shopify store, which means that they're automatically also connected to your Zipify Pages, meaning all the data is passing into Google Analytics from Zipify Pages. Now, if you are using Zipify Pages in conjunction with one-click upsell and you want to track things like, and don't worry, I'm going to get to the actual demonstration of what I want you to know, but I want to give you the context first. So if you want to track, for example, purchases. Now, this store that we're looking at is using one-click upsell, and this is a purchase conversion that's tracking all the way through to how many people from the product page make it into the shopping cart, make it into shipping, make it into billing, make it into the purchases. If you're doing that, and you want to track that, there's some settings that you need to set up under the admin rather, and you go into your settings, and there's a help article here. In help, you'll see the first one is one-click upsell, working with analytics and enhanced e-commerce. So if you're using our one-click upsell checkout, and you'll notice that Boom by Cindy Joseph, this store that I'm showing you here, is using the one-click upsell checkout. You'll notice that it says apps secure checkout. So this is now one-click upsell, which is different than Shopify's checkout. So if you're using that, you got to go through this documentation or get your tech person to do it so that you can get your purchase data back into Google Analytics. Now, if you're not using one-click upsell checkout, then you just do the normal Shopify native integration and your purchase data will be in there. So let's talk about, while we're waiting for Zipify Pages to be able to give you inside of Zipify Pages, which, by the way, you should be using Google Analytics as well, but under goals and funnel visualization, which is where I am in Google Analytics, you want to be able to see how many people, for example, made it from your pre-sale page over to your store page, right? So the way that you do that is you come into admin and you go to goals. This is in Google Analytics once it's connected to your Shopify store and once you have Zipify Pages installed. And you click on, and I don't have any new goals here, so I have to edit one because you only get 20 goals in Google Analytics, or at least in my account. That's the max I have, and I'm using them all. So I'm going to go in and show you. There'll usually be a button that says Create New Goal, which I don't have because I'm using all my goals, but I'm going to show you how to do this. So basically, you click Create New Goal, and it's going to bring you to this screen here where you get to name it and choose the type of goal that it is. So this is going to be like, for you, maybe pre-sell to product. So for example, maybe you built a pre-sale page or a contest page or an opt-in page in Zipify Pages that leads over to the product page. The type of goal is going to be destination. So you name it and you select it as a destination and then you click continue. And now you get to actually edit the details of that goal. Say, for example, in my Zipify Pages, this was my page that I'm trying to track how many people got to. So I'm just going to view this page that I published, and you'll notice that there's a URL /pages and / the name of that page. So I'm going to copy that information. I'm going to paste that in here. So it's saying the destination is equal to this URL, right? It contains that content /pages / this. So Google's going to track when people reach this particular URL. And I'm going to remove the value. I'm not going to tell Google to track a value. And now I get to create what's known as a funnel, right? So what you can do, it'll be defaulted to off, but you can then set all of the pages that have to happen before the user gets here. So in this case, let's say it was like just a real simple one like pre-sale page. And then I would take the URL of the pre-sale page that I published. Let's imagine that it was this page here. So I would just copy this URL here and I would say they have to have seen this page. It's required for them to have seen this page before they got there. And then I would save this and turn that goal on, which I'm not sure where it is now, but I did just turn it on. I have a bunch of them going on. And then over here in conversions and goals and funnel visualization, I would then be able to select that particular goal and through a date range, see how many people made it from one page to the next. And if I wanted to do this all the way through to purchase, let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go into goals. So it's admin and goals. And I'm going to go to the 5 makeup tips pre-sale goal here. You can see that it is a destination goal and that I have a funnel set up. And this is the same funnel that you'll see taught in here, right? This is because I'm using one-click upsell checkout. So all I did was I replicated this, right? What we teach in one-click upsell, apps / secure checkout, etc., because this is the thank you page, right? So this is the thank you page URL for one-click upsell. And I said, don't only track how many people make it there, but track the people who come through this page, then make it to the store, then make it to the cart, then make it to checkout, and then make a purchase. And when I verify this goal, you can see over the last 7 days, it has a 2.66% conversion rate. So I recreated my checkout goal and I added the pre-sale page on top of it, right? You'll notice that in my admin, if I look at goals, I also have, not only that, I have a second purchase goal. You can have as many purchase goals as you want. I have one that is just regular purchase here. So if I click purchase and I click edit, you'll see that this is just the one that's taught here, which is a very simple, literally how many people started at the product page, made it to a cart, and then checked out. So I have a bunch of different goals, and you can set up a goal for any sales process. And by the way, if you're just using Shopify, Shopify's regular Google Analytics goals, you'll notice that they have a Shopify Help Center for setting up Google Analytics goals and funnels. And you can see, it's saying viewed product, added the product to the cart, added the address, and they give you the URLs to put into this goals section. And if you wanted to combine that with Zipify Pages, let's say, for example, you wanted to create a pre-sale page that happened before this view product here. What you would do is you'd replicate this goal, but then you would add up here like I did. You set your destination and they give you the destination, by the way. If you scroll up, let's see where it is in here. Google Analytics. So you have to go through and actually do their Google Analytics integration. Here it is, e-commerce tracking and all that kind of stuff. But basically what you would do is you would set up your normal goal and then you would literally just add whatever the pre-sale page or whatever several pages that you wanted people to go through up here at the top, make them required, and then have your purchase goal below that and have the destination be the post-purchase thank you page. And now you've got any number of funnels that you could visualize and see where people are dropping off using your Zipify Pages in your sales process, right? Like we do. So we use Zipify Pages in our sales process, and we track that all the way through to purchases, or we just track how many people make it from, for example, this pre-sale page, which I believe links through to our store, right? So we track how many people made it from that pre-sale page to the store, and then we know how well this particular pre-sale engagement page is performing. So it's really actually quite easy to do once you get the hang of it, because Zipify Pages here is connected to your native Shopify online store and preferences section where Google Analytics is connected. So Zipify Pages is natively pulling in that data. So basically all you got to do is come into goals in Google Analytics and set up your purchase goal. I hope that you found this video helpful. I know it's kind of technical, and we are going to make it simpler for you by building in all of this funnel visualization and percentages right into Zipify Pages. It's several months out, but it's coming. And even when we do that, we will still use Google Analytics. And the reason we'll still use Google Analytics is because you can think of Google Analytics as a history of your website, a history of your website in action. And when you go to sell your website, you want all that data in there, even if it's also in Zipify Pages. So we're going to put it in Zipify Pages to make it easier for you, but I still recommend setting up all your goals inside of Google Analytics so you can track your funnels. Now, if you felt like I moved a little too quickly, or perhaps you're a little bit lost because you're not used to tracking goals in Google Analytics and looking at the visual funnels and seeing how people are making it through, and you want me to do this on like an office hours and go even a little slower maybe, or you need to hire someone to help you with Google Analytics, let us know and I'll come on in office hours. But I wanted to put this video out to give you the broad strokes overview of how it's done, so that you could either bring someone in who's more technical or dive in there yourself and go ahead and set up some goals using Zipify Pages to track how many people come through those pages and then ultimately end up visiting products and purchasing from you. So my name is Ezra Firestone from Zipify. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon.